What's going on, everyone? This is Big Worm. I'm gonna do a quick Awaken Chaos Era video. I just finished farming Queen for several hours, and I know it's daunting for a lot of people to go through the gear, so I'm just gonna show you how I do it. I just pick a character, and then I go into gear management, and I was farming Queen, so very first set I'm gonna look into is the warrior set. We're going to hide equip because we don't want to see all that stuff. As you can see, there's a lot of gear here. There's a lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to filter piece by piece. So first we're going to pick weapons. It's a warrior set, so obviously I want attack and crit rate. And as you can see, these two pieces are already locked, so I don't need to worry about that. If I go into here, so here we have some new ones. Attack, crit damage. So this one has 8% attack and 9% crit damage and precision. So we're going to lock that piece because that's worth rolling later. It looks like that was the only new one. So if I pick crit rate, crit damage, I don't usually roll these swords. I really want that attack. But this one, I mean, it has speed. It's got a low crit damage roll, but it's got a high crit rate roll. So we're gonna go ahead and lock that. And that's pretty much it for the swords. Now we're gonna go into the helmets. Same thing. We're gonna go attack, crit rate. No new ones. Attack, crit damage. No new ones. Crit rate, crit damage. So they're here. Here we have a new helmet. So this one, I mean, it's got a defensive stat on it, agility. I mean, health, crit rate, crit damage. I'm not sure if I'm gonna roll it. I'm gonna lock it just in case. This I'm not gonna roll. It's got low crit damage, average crit rate, and it's got flat defense. So I guarantee that flat defense is gonna get you. Another stat you might want to look into for some of your stuff is focus on your DPS, because a lot of them have like a bonus debuff. So you might want to look and check and see if they have focus too. But basically warrior stuff, I'm just looking at attack and crit rate. See, this piece I'm actually going to unlock. I'll never use it. It's got flat health, low attack percentage, and just an average crit rate. This one, it must have rolled either flat health or focus on its 6, so I'm gonna leave it locked for now. I have had some luck with one flat stat in the past. We're not saving any blue gear anymore on my account, so we're just gonna unlock these pieces. So you're just kind of like doing a minor cleanse as well. This one's got decent stats, but we're not gonna risk it. There's a real good chance this is gonna drop a flat stat. And here we have, I mean, this is average crit damage, crit rate. So these two pieces, probably just gonna let them go. I mean, where I'm at, I'm looking for a lot higher stats. I'm looking for them 8%. So here we're gonna have a boot. So on a boot, it's gonna be a little different. We want to look for speed boots. Speed, attack percent, crit rate, nothing. So didn't get me good speed boots. These ones are speed, average crit rate, low crit damage. Probably just gonna let them go. And then we're gonna go to attack boots. Same thing. So attack, crit rate, crit damage. That's the ones you want, right? You got attack, crit damage, crit rate. Unfortunately, these didn't roll too well. At 12, we got a flat stat. So at 12, if I roll a flat stat, I'm just gonna stop, unless the piece is like amazing. One other thing here, I'll probably look for focus. So here we have attack, 7% crit rate, so that's high crit rate, and then 9% focus. Unfortunately, it has 2 stats I don't want, but it's still worth rolling. Basically, I'd roll this to 3, and if it rolls a flat or resistance, then I'm done. I'm not going to go any farther. And the more of that stuff that you allow yourself to roll, the more of it you'll have on your account, and you probably won't use it. So it's best. It's like pulling off a band-aid. It's best to just get rid of it. So I really like getting attack percent rings. Unfortunately, I don't have any right now. If it's not attack percent crit rate, crit damage, I'm not going to roll it. So let's flip these. We'll switch this to crit damage, crit rate, attack percent. As you can see, I don't have any. And then finally, I still do crit rate rings. People say it's like lower for your account, but if you have 40% crit rate on a ring, you have more. You can just pick more crit damage stat items for your other slots. Stats are stats. What we're looking for in rings is the 3, right? Crit rate, attack percent, crit damage. So unfortunately, this ring didn't roll any attack percentage, but it does have 12 speed. So if I'm working on speed, it's a nice thing to have. Necklaces, we're gonna go attack, crit rate, crit damage, and there's nothing. So unfortunately, I didn't get anything with my farming on that. For warrior necklaces, I'm also gonna check focus. So here we have a focus, 8% attack, 8% crit damage. So I'll roll this piece. If it rolls health or attack in the first 2 stats, I'm not going to roll it any farther. And then if we go crit rate, I already have one locked here. Focus, attack, crit rate. Not real high percentages, but there's a chance that could turn into something nice for me. So that's a warrior set. Like I said, warrior gear, I'm not looking for defensive stat pieces in a warrior set. We're gonna go to cursed. Cursed sets for me, again, I'm mostly focusing on damage with a cursed set. There's a couple characters you would use that are health based. Maybe like a roguey or who else do we have? I know there's a lot of people that run cursed on Yolanda because she cleanses one person on her basic. Let's just go through these real fast. We'll do attack, crit rate. These are already locked, so this isn't anything new. This one's crit rate, crit damage, attack. This is exactly what you want. You want to roll that piece. I have more chance of getting something nice out of that. And then we're going to look at attack and crit damage. So this is a new one. 9% crit damage and 9% attack is pretty high, and then it has health percentage. So if you were using, this would be a good piece for Garel as long as I stay out of that flat health. So I'm going to lock this piece. Then let's just check crit rate, crit damage. Like I said before, I'm really not rolling these unless they're real high stats. This one I'm not going to roll. I just don't need it. That one's got resistance on it. One's got an 8%. This one has focus, crit damage, crit rate. So, like I said earlier, there's a lot of characters that use focus, and then this one has precision. So, those are all things I would use. I'm also going to check health and defense, just because characters that are defense based, if I want to run a curse set, this one's 8% defense, 7% health. So I'm gonna lock it. And I know you looking at it and you're like, oh man, you're locking a lot of stuff, but you'd be surprised how much stuff isn't showing up in this because you're picking 2 stats that you want. You get a lot of pieces that only give you 1 stat you want, and then you'll try to roll it for that 1 stat, and it almost never works out. This is a really nice staff. It's got resistance, health, and defense. And it's a 10% defense and 2 8%. So that's really worth keeping. And that's why on curse sets I always check. This piece is health, defense, crit damage. I mean, it's kind of a low defense roll. I'm not going to be using that piece. And this one's a low health roll. Don't need precision on that. So I'm not going to, 6% health, 7% focus, 6% defense. You're building a curse set for your dotting characters, the ones that are putting poisons up, or whatever you're using, poisons or plague. This would be a good piece to roll. I don't really need it though. I already have my sets made, and this one I'm not going to roll at all. 7% and only 5% health, so we're not going to roll that piece. The other one is health and focus. So here we have low health, speed and focus. If I didn't need this, or if I needed this piece, I would lock it because it's worth rolling, but I don't need it. So we're just going to move on to helmets. Same thing. Helmets, we're going to check our attack and crit rate first. These are both 6% and a flat defense, so I already have a few locked here. There's no reason to keep adding to my stash of locked items. Sometimes I'll have like a whole row of them, and I'll roll them all to 3, and then I'll pick the one that did the best, and I'll roll it to 6. And you just kind of like bounce back and forth between pieces until you end up with one really good one. This is my main account. I do have another account that I've had a lot more success in rolling gear on. This account I just recently started building up curse stuff. Like this piece, that might work out for Gorel if it rolls crit rate, crit damage. But I don't think, I'm not going to roll that piece. I'm not going to roll that one. Oh, that is 8%. This is 8 and 6. So for a blue crown, this is pretty good. But the chances of you not popping a new stat in the first 2 rolls, it's pretty high. It's pretty low. So I'm not going to bother at the level of the game I'm running right now. I don't need that stuff. This is both low rolls. I don't need it. So that's it for, there wasn't many pieces there, right? Let's do health and focus. So this could be a nice piece. It has resistance, health, and focus. I'm probably gonna lock this one. This piece, 7%, 6%, and then flat attack. Probably not gonna do anything with that. So that's it for helmets. And I know it takes a little while to do. Oh, that's really nice. See, now that's like I just got that today. So that's a really nice piece. Hopefully it doesn't roll defense. It's gonna, but hopefully it doesn't. So that I farmed up today, probably the best piece of the day. And then let's just check. Here's another piece. Nope, just locked that one. Oh, so that was it. That's the only one I got. Let's do health and focus. 6% health, 9% focus, and agility. That's worth rolling for your curse sets, for your poisoners. I'm not rolling it if it's just got focus. Like, I want health on everything. This cape's actually not bad. It's only 6% health, but it has 7% resistance, 7% defense. Move on to boots. Boots, there's going to be quite a few because we're going to look at 3 different setups. So I got 2 new boots that are, 3 good stats. So that's going to be a lock. We're going to roll those. And that one's really good. It's average crit rate and kind of low crit damage and focus, but it's got all of it, right? Even if it rolled 1 into each, it's still worth wearing. Worth more than this one. This is an attack boot and it rolled health twice. So, and like this one, it rolled flat attack, some speed. So I don't really have good boots with those stats. So this is also a good way to see stuff you've rolled that you're not using. So like seeing that, I probably unlocked that last time I did this. This one, see, this is one of those pieces that you're like, oh, I might use it, but you're probably never gonna, so probably a good idea to just unlock it. I mean, I'd have better chances of rolling this into one of these boots and coming out with something a lot better. So if you have gold and you're lacking charms, that's something you need to look at doing. Let's check speed boots. I'm gonna do speed, crit rate, crit damage. The only pair I have are the ones that I made, and this pair is a really nice set of boots. It's got attack percent, crit damage, and crit rate. Then we're gonna check attack. So I have these ones locked. Hopefully they don't roll defense. And then crit rate. And I mean, stats are stats. I mean, don't try to get specific stats for specific slots. I mean, there's so many characters in the game. So here we have health percentage, focus, and defense all in one piece. So we're gonna lock that. And we're gonna hope that it doesn't roll flat attack. So that's like the 3, right? I'm not really gonna go look for boots that only have 2 stats. You might be at that stage. Let's try some speed, health, focus. Nope. And I'm not gonna look at anything that doesn't. For defensive stats or for focus stacking characters, I want health percentage on everything. So I do personally. I know there's going to be people who are like, oh, you're holding yourself out on certain things, and that's probably true. I made this ring. I'm still kind of, it's not really that great. I mean, at 12, if it rolls crit damage, and at 15, it rolls crit damage or crit rate, it still will be all right. So I'm going to lock it for now. This one rolled flat attack right off the bat, so even though it's a good ring, I'm gonna keep it. If all the other stats go into crit rate, crit damage, it's still got speed on it. Flat attack's not terrible. I'm not gonna kill him. There's that, but I'll use it. Here we have crit damage, attack, health, crit rate, so that's a really nice ring. Kind of low rolls, but it's got it all. And then let's go crit rate, crit damage. So this is a new ring. So here we have crit rate, attack percent, crit damage. So that's a really nice ring. We're gonna hang on to that. And we're gonna check health, focus, defense. This is a new one. Not really into rolling blue stuff, but depending on what your gear level is, this is definitely a piece I would roll. It's got a health main stat and then focus and defense, so that's good for multiple characters. Looks like I already have one locked. And I mean, if you're doing, might also look at a speed ring. So, but I didn't get any. So, but I mean, this is just how I filter through items. So, and then if it's not locked, it's trash. So I don't have to worry about looking at stuff when I click on it. I just delete it. This thing's going away, so that didn't roll very well. Oops. I mean, that's probably why it's unlocked. Then we're going to try focus. So this one's new. Focus, crit rate, crit damage, resistance. We're going to keep that one. That one I was locked from previous. So that's pretty much everything that I got for that set. Here's a new one. Health percentage, defense, focus, and that could go multiple ways. We're gonna lock it. It might turn into a nice piece. And I already checked focus, right? No, I didn't. So here we have a focus with a 10% health. So that's really nice, and it has agility. So keeping that. And then let's check through. All right, so that was all the cursed items, and like I said, there's 98 items there, so there's a lot of stuff we didn't look at, but we don't need to because we went through the filters. Let's go to weapons for revival, attack, crit rate. I don't know if any of you are building DPS revival sets for Lightwing Zack, but This is what I did. I still have 3 to roll, so I'm not going to save any of these. That one's that's actually a pretty nice piece. It's low rolls though. 7% attack crit rate. I mean, this one's got attack crit rate focus, but they're all pretty low rolls, so we're just going to pass on all that stuff. I don't. It looks like I have this piece locked, so I must be planning to roll. Then let's look at health focus. That one rolled 19% health already, so I'm probably going to keep it. Roll to 12. Might roll focus. This one's health, 8% health, 7.5 focus. I'm going to lock it. There's always a chance I'll get it. I'll upgrade. So. Defense bonus. It's pretty low. I'm not going to roll that one. That's it for the weapons. So then we're going to go into the helmets. I didn't get any new ones for that. Oh, here's a new one. 7% defense, 7% health, and 5% agility, so that's worth rolling. Let's go attack, crit rate. Nothing new there. Got a new one here. 7%, 6%, and agility. I don't really want that piece. So let's move on to chest plates. In revival stuff, the biggest stuff I want is health and focus, which 9 and 9 is pretty good. It's got 2 flat stats, so it's going to be a dangerous roll. So we got 8, 8, and 4 agility. Going to keep that. That one's trash. That's why it's unlocked. Roll double roll, flat health. Defense bonus. So that one's already low. Yeah, that one's pretty good. That one's good. It's got agility. It might roll really good. Maybe. And that one I'm not gonna roll. So that's pretty much it for chest pieces. Here's a new one. Oh, look at this. Got the crit rate, attack, and crit damage. So let's lock that. It might be Lightwing's axe replacement. That I'm not gonna mess with. Let's go on to boots. Start with health, focus, defense bonus. Already got a set here. Haven't rolled them yet. Might want to check resistance as well. Since you got RTA coming out, resistance might end up being key. I don't use it on anything I have, and I haven't really had a whole lot of issues. So these are nice boots. Attack, speed, crit rate, crit damage. So we're gonna lock those. And that's pretty much it. I didn't see anything else new there. You're gonna get a lot of DPS stuff in Revival. Frame. Got nothing there, so let's switch that. Crit damage, attack. Nothing there. Switch crit rate, crit damage. Nothing there. So nothing new in that category. Gonna go attack, crit rate, crit damage. Already got one here. It's not a bad piece. 8% crit damage. Let's try focus. Oh, there's a new one. So this one, it's got pretty low rolls. So I don't really need it. If I'm rolling a focus neck and revival, it's gonna be for my poisoners. I'd probably rather go health. So like this piece, health, focus, defense, speed. That's a nice one. Health, focus, defense. I'll roll that one too. So that's it. Like I said, that was 3 different places. A lot of people, I mean, if you're hurting for gold and you have a lot of charms, you can sell gear. You go into here and then click on sell. Now I know I can sell this stuff because one, I'm not rolling blues, but we just went through and locked all those items, right? So I know that all these swords that aren't locked are trash because you can't look at them in here. And you can get a fair amount of gold doing this, but I'm not in that situation. On this account, I have gold, but I don't have charms. So that's pretty much. Let's just roll a couple pieces real quick. Just roll a necklace. So I have. You see, they're not locked, so I know this one's trash. So this one's locked. Let's see, focus. I don't know why that's locked. Ooh, that's locked. Okay. Crit damage. Yeah, I don't know why that's locked. You want two substats that you want. So like this boot has crit rate and focus. So we're gonna roll this one to 3 real quick. Just need all these blues. And already it's trash. I'm not gonna use this. Not gonna use it. So we're gonna let's look at another boot that's locked. That one's got health, agility, focus. You're building a faith set. This one's health, resistance, defense. So this one might actually. We'll roll this one to 3. And it's trash. Anybody that's rolled a lot of gear, you know what this is like. This is defense, health. I mean, I don't know where I would use that. Or that. Nope. Assassin boot. I don't even know why that's locked. I mean, it has crit damage in it. That's it. My focus, but I'm not going to use it. Oh, this boot. Speed boot, health percentage, focus. I know all these boots that aren't locked are trash, so I can defeat them. And it rolls flat out. Defense boot. Yeah, so I mean, you guys get the gist of it. Basically, I don't roll anything unless it's got 2 stats I want on the subs. But if you're feeling like it's daunting to filter through your gear, just do what I just showed you. With that, thanks for watching. Check out my other videos. I have a Discord, and I do post videos daily. So thank you.